Hi guys, I'm Rachel from Blueberry Games. Welcome to my next sim video. Today I'm building a little row of cozy townhouses in The Sims 4, and I want each one to feel completely different. Even though they all have to fit together, I'm gonna try to give each townhouse its own little personality from the exterior to the interior, and hopefully by the end, they'll look like they belong in the same charming little street, kinda. So let's see, can I build 3 completely different townhouses that still look like they belong together? I am not an expert at building, so I'm a little intimidated, but I will hey, I'll do my best. I'll kind of talk you through my process. I think that'll help me a lot. We're gonna focus on the exteriors of our townhouses, and maybe in another video we can furnish them, but for now I'm just doing the exteriors because that itself is gonna be a lot. But hopefully I get to show you guys kind of something new, and you'll get something from this video, I hope. Okay, the walls are already tall. You can see it says tall wall, and that's good. That's exactly what I want. I'm gonna go up, then I'm gonna copy and place these big boxes on top of each other. Okay, and then I'm gonna go up again. I'm gonna make these boxes tall because we're making a tall building. I'm gonna copy and paste each box again on top of each other. And oops, let's see if that fits. That doesn't fit. Cancel. Copy. And then these walls are also going to be tall. And then let's go up one. That's what it looks like. And so we're going to make 3 distinct buildings that are connected together. So that's why it looks like this. And what I like to do is first I like to paint them, or I like to put on the whatever masonry or whatever I'm gonna put on the exterior so that I can differentiate them while I'm working. And one of the really good ones here I like is this one. This is some really cute brick that I would see normally on a townhouse, so I like to use this one. And there's accidentally a little line here, so I can more easily see which building I am coding right now. And then after that, I like to go to this brick wallpaper, and I will probably make the next one a darker color like this. See? Oops. I'm gonna make it a dark color. Dark brick. Let me fix this little part. There we go. And that's our other townhouse. And then for the next one, it's also going to be a brick townhouse, or I could make it a different texture. Let me see this one. This barely looks like brick. You can hardly see it, but if you get close, you can kind of see that it's brick. The next one, I think I will just make completely all black. The one next to it is a little bit more of a red-ish color, but this one I'm going to make all black. Oops. So we're going to make it all this color. Now then, oops. As you can see, I have accidentally painted over one of my other buildings. Okay, so it's pretty even. Once I add columns, you will be able to see that these are more 3 distinct buildings, and once I get around to shaping them. So when it comes to putting shape into these buildings, you don't have to go too crazy. Oftentimes townhouses are just kind of these vertical cuboidal shapes. But let me look at my reference again and see what kind of shape it has, and I'm going to try to replicate it. And Pinterest is a really good place to look for like inspiration or references if you are building in The Sims and you feel lost. If you can try to kind of like replicate what you see on Pinterest, then you'll be in good shape a lot of the time. And so a lot of the townhouses have kind of this little divot in them where the door goes. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put in a little divot where I want the door to go. And I'll show you how I do that. I'm going to go to walls, empty rooms. Going to hit the black box. I'm going to hit the box. And oh, I forgot the most important part. Hit Control. See? And it gets rid of that part. I think I went too deep in though. So let me do that again. I think that's about good. And I'm gonna put one in the middle of this one. Beautiful. And then I'm gonna put one to the side for this one. And that's where the doors are going to go. And so the next thing I like to do is I like to add the doors. And it's a lot of fun to try to figure out what kind of door you're going to add to which one. And I'll show you the ones I like to use. Preferably, I will try to show you ones that I do not have CCs on for, just like base game doors. So this one I really like, the Megador. I really like the black, and I think I'm gonna put that on our like classic brick townhouse one. And then I really like this type. It's a single, the handsome transom door. I really like this one. And so I think I'm going to put it up on this building. And then for our next building, I'm going to try to put a lighter door so that there's some more contrast. Ooh, I like the 2-wide door. We have a blue option, we have a brown option. I don't know if I like that brown. Oh. Let's see. What is this? Hidden bookcase door. That's weird. Let's see. This is another good door, the door 1 wide. I like that it has that little window at the top of it. We might go with that door, okay? And so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the little porches that are gonna go, well, thing is, these are townhouses. Townhouses don't necessarily have to have porches. Let me look at a reference of one with a porch. They don't exactly have porches. They just have like raised levels. So what I'm gonna do, I'll show you what I mean. I'm gonna put platform there. Flat square is actually what it's called, but I'm gonna raise it up like a platform. Flat square here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna raise this up, and I'm gonna raise it up kind of tall like. And let's see if we can get some ladders to actually go up and reach up that far. The ladder mechanics are kind of funky. Like I always have to like spin them before I can get it to kind of do what I want. Let me make sure bb.move objects is on. Oh, I just turned it off. Okay, it was on. Silly me. Okay. There we go. Okay. The ladder goes like that. And then let's put another ladder. Let's do maybe a lighter colored one. Like maybe this one for this building. And I'm building kind of more simplified townhouses. They're gonna look a little more complicated as I go, but I am not an expert, so I build kind of more. I build more in a basic way right now, but you'll see these townhouses should look pretty good. Okay. And next, let's put on some railing. I'll show you the railing that I like to use. I really like this just stair railing one. That's literally its name. It's just called stair railing, but I think it looks really good for our townhouses. And I can just use that across the board. That's fine. And then up next, we are going to add windows. Okay, so windows, let's go here. And windows are, to me, probably one of the most important parts of building our townhouse, because townhouses have a lot of windows, and your eye is kind of drawn to the windows of the townhouse when you're looking at it. So for this one, I think I'm gonna go with, let's see, which one looks good with this type of window? That one looks good. That one looks good. That one looks good. I think the center one looks really good with this type of window. So I'm gonna send it and we're gonna use this window. I'm gonna start out by just filling it up with these windows, but I am possibly gonna end up replacing some of them and adding some more interest, but we'll see. I'm gonna take that one, and I see the window that I really like, this one, and I'm gonna put this one down here. And then I even want to put one kind of next to the door. That's a big window. Let me try to find a little one. A little dark colored one. I can put one next to the door like this. And that's our center townhouse. And so let's do the other ones. I really like this window. I think what I'm gonna do is use this window for the block. Let me think. I don't know if I want to do that actually. I really like the bay window actually. I think I'm gonna add a couple of those to the top of here, just for some interest. And let's look at the windows we have and see what kind we want to use. These are pretty good windows, but I would like to use one that's a little less plain. Let's see. Ooh, the double vision windows. These ones are actually really nice. I think I might go with these. One, two. And then because there's a lot of space here, we can add a lot more like details to the walls of this building. And these I might even actually move to this building, and I'll just add more of the regular windows to the brick building. Or I can add different windows. Now I'll just add these. 1, 2, 3. And I know it looks kind of plain and basic, but don't worry, we're gonna spruce them up. And then for our next building, let's see, what kind of window do I want to use? I really like this northern style. What's it called? Northern style cottage window. I'm gonna end up using this guy. Two and three. And now we get to decorate. This is my favorite part. So I am going to add balconies to the windows. Not every window is going to get a balcony, but a lot of them I'm going to add balconies to. So I think for this one, I'm going to add this kind of balcony. The curved iron balcony. And then to the very bottom window, I am going to add a pretty little flower box. And then for the rest of them, I'm going to do something similar. I think for this one, I'm going to add some of these. The eyelash awnings is what they're called. It's kind of a weird name, but I see why they're called eyelash awnings. I'm going to add them to each window. And then for the bottom, let's add an iron balcony. But let's add a little interest to that, and I'm going to add these. So it looks like a balcony, but it also looks like there's plants growing there. And then let's add more of these window plants of superiority, or whatever they're called. Let's have them coming out from like the bottom, like that. Take a look at that. Doesn't it look a lot more interesting already? And then the building to the right, I think I'm going to add the grand gable awning, but I'm going to change the color to black and white. I'm going to add this to each of the windows. And then for the very bottom ones, let's add this, or let's add a different type of, well, what am I doing? Okay. Let's add balconies. I wish I could have moved the upper windows up a little bit, but that's okay. I think this still works. They're just a little bit cramped, but that's okay. And the bottom windows, let's go ahead and add some flower boxes. Let's see, we've got big flower boxes right here. Let's go ahead and add some. And then let's add a different type of awning. Let's add this awning to them. I make the windows towards the bottom a little different from the upper windows because someone's honking outside. Oh my god. Because they're the windows on the bottom floor, so they're probably not going to have like, you know, balconies, because usually the upper floors have balconies. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add awning for our other building. And this one is kind of what I'm thinking of, but I don't know if I like that pattern. I will at least start going with there. It looks like I like this a little bit better, because it looks like a bigger flower box. Alrighty. I'm wanting to say that we are done with the windows. I really like how they came out. I think they're very pretty. And next things next, I like to do this. I like to add a little gate. connecting a couple of the buildings, and this one can have its own little area. And then I will add a gate door. Let's see, which one's a pretty one? How about this one? I'll add a gate door so that they have their own kind of little private areas. And then I'll add like some bushes. Ooh, this cute little bunny. Maybe add that. Let's add some hedges to our buildings. What am I doing? There we go. I was just spinning around for a second. I like to add hedges. I don't know if I want those hedges there, actually. They're kind of blocking the gate. And then, because this is kind of like, they're the closest things to like apartment buildings. They're like apartment houses. I like to add big, beautiful, like grand hedges to them. So I'll add those. Those are the best I can do, I think. I don't have very like huge sculpture hedges that I can add. And then let's see. And then I like to add trim to my buildings. It's nice because it kind of separates each building, so you can tell that they, even though they're connected, they're individual units. So I'm using the Capistrano round column, the white Capistrano round column. What do you mean it can't go any higher? Okay, 1 second. There we go. And then let's try to bring this up higher now. There we go. I'm trying to make sure that they come all the way to the top. Okay. And then what I like to do is I like to add more of the columns to the edges of the building. And I don't necessarily have to use the same color. I was thinking of using brown, but now that I look at it, it looks kind of messy, so I am going to just use the same type of columns that I was using before. And right here for this one. The columns just make it look a little more polished and put together. There we go. And then one thing I like to do, I don't know if this is very realistic, but it's what I like to do. I like to take this gabled roof. Obviously, it's not going to be that tall. I'm going to bring it way down. Or I guess this is a half gabled roof, sorry. And I am going to change the roof pattern to probably like my own corrugated castle, that one. Or if you want to get really frisky with it, the ornamental scrollwork glass roof I think looks really cool on top of like buildings like this. And then I'm gonna add roof trim. There we go. And then what's really gonna make this building come to life is adding even more trim to it. 1, 2. I'm trying to add all the trim. Let me make sure it went all the way around. Good. Then let's zoom back in. Now look at that. That's really pretty. And then we can decorate a little bit. I like to add plants. Let's add some wall sculptures. Let's add some more flower baskets, shall we? Let's add some flower baskets to the bottom row of our left one. Here's some. Here's some. Let me see what that looks like without that. So. And let's add little mini windows to the insides of our little, what would you even call this? I don't know what to call it, but I know that the paint went over onto this building a little bit, but I'm a little too lazy to fix that right this second. What if... Nah, those block the windows. I don't really like that. What am I doing? I should just go to the plants category, but here I am. I like to look at everything. Just in case I miss something. Alright, here's the plant section. I like this little citrus tree. I actually got it from a mod. But there are plenty of plants in the non-modded Sims that you can also use. So don't let me using the CCs for this part discourage you. Like, this is a base plant. I'm just gonna put that right there. Then we just add some more plants. is this thing? This is really pretty. I think I want to add this. That's really pretty. Bob, this is called a bob tree? That's crazy. So we added some plants. And let's see, what else? Okay, for some reason, I cannot see the columns. So let's see what happened there. Did I delete the columns or something? Okay, let's go back to the columns and try to put them back down. It might just be a bug in my game. Sometimes this happens. I don't know why. Sometimes some of the columns just don't show up. Let me go down one. Up one. Here we go. Oops. Let's move that to right there. This one, obviously, we need to move over. There we go. There we go. There's still one missing right there. All right, that's good enough. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is my townhouse. Let's take a look in the free camera. Oh, this roof is blocking us. But here we are. This is our beautiful row of townhouses. It's very basic. I didn't want to go too complicated with it. I myself am still learning how to do stuff like this. But this is what I have. I just want to thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it when you like and leave comments and stuff like that. It helps my channel grow and it makes me really happy. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it maybe taught you something. I hope that you at least enjoy watching me build, and I will see you in the next video. I'll do more building videos like this. I can't wait to do the next one. I'm thinking of doing like tiny houses. Oh my god, it's gonna be so much fun. Thank you. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you have a really good week, okay? Love y'all. Bye-bye. Whoa, it just